You've been told you're too nice, too accommodating, too eager to keep the peace. We call it people pleasing, but that's not what it really is. Because when you scan a room before you speak, when you rehearse a dozen versions of the truth just to avoid tension, or when you offer silence instead of honesty, not because you don't know what you feel, but because you do and you're not sure it's safe. That's not people pleasing. That's identity buffering. Let's name it for what it is: a protective adaptation, a way of softening your selfhood so you don't lose belonging. But every time you trade clarity for connection, you betray both. Welcome to Daily Power Boost. Ignite your potential, the podcast where your transformation begins. I'm Shawn Michael, and each day I'll bring you quick, impactful insights and action steps to fuel your personal and professional growth. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a leader, or someone ready to break limits and ignite greatness, this is your daily power boost to crush obstacles, stay focused, and awaken the extraordinary potential within you. Because remember, greatness begins within. Let's go. In today's boost, we're dismantling the illusion that kindness is always conscious, because most high achievers, helpers, and sensitive leaders didn't choose people pleasing. They were conditioned into it by nervous systems trained to equate authenticity with danger. You didn't become agreeable out of weakness. You became agreeable because it kept the peace, because it bought you time, because it kept relationships and maybe even your safety intact. But that buffering, that softening, that self-silencing, it's not serving you anymore. I remember a conversation once. I had just said yes to another commitment I didn't want to take on. My wife looked at me and asked, "Why do you always say yes when you know it's going to drain you?" I didn't have a good answer. I just knew it felt like life or death to disappoint someone, like my worth was riding on that yes. That was the moment I realized my kindness wasn't free. It was bought with self-abandonment. Let's pause here with 3 reminders that can help rebuild from truth. Number 1, clarity is not cruelty. Honesty spoken from grounded identity is a gift, not a threat. When you hide your truth to protect someone else's comfort, you leave both of you unanchored. Number 2, real connection can handle real boundaries. If your relationships require constant buffering, it's not you that's the problem. It's the agreement you've unconsciously made. I'll hide so you stay. 3, your authenticity needs nervous system safety. Before you can speak up, you need to feel safe in your body. Regulation isn't a bonus, it's the bridge. No need to bulldoze, you just need to breathe. Right now, take a breath. What if the version of you that's been buffering doesn't need to be fixed? Just witnessed and then released. Because the people who love the buffered you might not be ready for the real you. And that's their work, not yours. Need some help with this? Book a no-cost inner potential discovery call. You'll find a link in the notes. I'll help you reconnect with the identity that you've been buffering away. Or join us in the Real Mastery Hub, a place where self-trust gets rebuilt. Go to realmasteryhub.com. On the next episode, not everyone deserves access to the version of you that cost you everything to become. Because boundaries aren't rejection, they're reverence. Until then, lead true, align deep, grow from identity, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in to Daily Power Boost. Ignite your potential. Remember, transformation starts with action. So take today's insight, make it your own, and awaken your inner potential. Because remember, greatness begins within. Catch you tomorrow for your next Power Boost.